Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I am going to be doing a rundown of a photo shoot I did recently with a model you've seen before on my page. You've seen her before. Her name is Shadean, and yeah, we did like what we usually do, which is like a lot of her influencer images for brands that she works with. So I thought I'd go down a rundown. I thought I'd go through a rundown of like my thought processes with the posing and maybe even the lighting circumstances, and even the space itself. We were shooting in a condo, so I was just trying to figure out like where we could go in the condo to shoot. We so yeah, you'll see all that, and I'll do the rundown, and you guys will basically catch the drift. Yeah. So here we're about to shoot. As you can see, there was somebody in the space we're about to shoot in. It's a lounge room, so there's also like a dining room on the other side. That's where we're headed to. But there was a dude there. He didn't give a crap. He's just like, man, I ain't moving. So we still proceeded to shoot because what are we gonna do? Like, can't force the guy out, right? So he got a free show to see all the action and all that. But yeah, we wanted to go into the dining room area where basically where I didn't bring my flash with me in this room because it was too cramped. So I kind of only used the window light as a main light source, and then also use the wall as like where we're going to be shooting with the painting background. That might look cool. But like, you gotta try different things to see what you like, you know. Also, like, this is a very last minute location. We had a location plan. We were supposed to shoot at Hue Hour Studios, but things were miscommunicated and we just couldn't go and head there, so we decided to do this condo instead. Yeah, I had the light source from the window and told her to pose up against it because the light was really good coming out the window. I also did a couple of videos too. I mean, I think I only posted one of the videos I did. So if you go on my Instagram, you'll see it, or even yeah, Instagram where you would see it. I don't think I posted it on any other platforms, to be honest. But yeah, the window was the main light source. It was hard to bring my flash because the table was there and whatnot. So I was just kind of like, okay, you know what, I'll just use the window. Like that was mainly what I was thinking about doing. I also did like shots against the window, kind of like a backlit shot. I was hoping to recover the shadows with post-processing. We're in an age where cameras are really good at doing that, and I was able to recover the shadows ultimately. So I mean, shooting against the window is kind of hard too, because if you're not bringing a flash, it's just gonna overexpose the window. But I think it kind of worked to advantage because it kind of gave it a bit of an ambiguity, because you don't want people to know where you're shooting and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a cool idea. I don't think I ever posted the images for those. I don't think those were her choices, because I always like to let my clients choose their edits. You know, what I like to do is kind of go through the photos, like, and just remove the ones that I personally would not like. Have the client go through the photos and delete what she doesn't like, and then we go through the photos third time just to like choose the pictures that we want retouched and edited. That's how I kind of go through my process. It's a long process, but it works to the benefit of everybody. Everybody's happy at the end of it. So it makes a good process. That's how I basically deal with a lot of stuff. So I always make sure to bring like a laptop with me, so we can go through the photos after, and then and then I just email the results after. This place was kind of difficult to shoot in because like how small it was, but we did use a table, so she hopped on the table, did a couple of poses on it. We used the chairs on the table. Yeah, we were just kind of like making sure like we utilize as much as we can from this space. Yeah, because we have multiple outfits, so we want to make sure every space we can use and come up, maybe get something out of this, because originally, like I said, this was not our preferred location, but you know, you gotta work with what you can get, you know. We did some shots outdoors for the bikini. It was extremely windy, like the wind was going crazy, but you know, you gotta get what you gotta do, you know what I mean? There was a lot of light. It was a very sunny day, even though it was windy, so it still worked out, you know. The problem that I was facing is because we're in a condo and the patio area of the condo, it has another level, so the light is not hitting us. It's only hitting a certain part of the patio, so we had to shoot in that area for the light, and then overexpose the background on the other side so we can have more exposure for her in the shadow side. It was a lot. I like I said, I didn't want to use my flash outside because it was windy, and it was like, I'm not kidding, you can see from the video, the wind was blowing. It was not some faint wind. Lights are gonna be falling like that, and then smash, then you gotta buy yourself a whole new strobe. And I was not in a financial position to be doing that at the moment. So yeah, I worked with what I could do in this situation. And I think the main thing about being a photographer is trying to work around complicated situations and adapting. You know, I'm always adapting whenever I'm shooting. Every time, my mind is running out like 1,000 when I'm shooting, 1,000. So yeah, this is definitely one of those moments doing that. I even had problems like fixing the gimbal for the outside because the wind kept blowing in, so I couldn't get the stabilization properly. Probably should have did that indoors, right? That would have probably made more sense. But yeah, beautiful, like scenery wise, like in terms of like the background and like the clouds were in the sky, so it made pretty good photos for that. You know, sometimes I feel like a completely blue sky with no clouds for a photo shoot is kind of like, so how do I say, like it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. With clouds in the sky, it makes for a better composition, right? I don't know. That's how I see it. Completely blue sky is like, it's not working for me. But yeah, there was also a crane in the background, so I was trying to not get the crane, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna have to do some editing and remove the crane if it's in pictures. And the hair was blowing uncontrollably. But I told her to like just work with the wind as much as you can, because it was blowing. The wind was really blowing that day. It was very windy. It was very windy, especially you're high up in the ground, so you're getting a lot of wind. You know, so it was a very windy day. Like, we also went back inside, did some shots of her in a one-piece outfit on the couch where dude was sitting before he finally left, I guess, you know, after we went outside. But yeah, we he came back and he was gone, so we're like, okay, let's use the couch here and do some shots on that with the one piece. So and the shots came out pretty cool. I don't think I posted those either, but listen, there is a lot of photos that I take of different photo shoots that people have never seen the light of day, you know. And that's just like the situation when you shoot professionally as a photographer. You know, that some people don't want certain images out, some people, choose different images than what you would have chose. It's just, that's just the nature of the business at the moment, right? And so yeah, we did those, and that was it, man. Hopefully you got some information out of this. I think the message to take from this video is just adapting, adaptation, really. And that's what I was really doing in this video, in this like photo shoot, like just trying to adapt to complicated spaces, unplanned spaces, circumstances with the wind. And I think it's always a learning experience for me, but and it's always like a good way to improve and just kind of like think outside the box, and not to get too down with yourself if like things don't go the way you thought they would go, just kind of going with the flow and adapting and stuff like that. Because you can plan your heart out of a photo shoot, but sometimes it ain't gonna go the way it is. You get a lot of failures and I think the failures are good. I feel that doing a lot of photo shoots that in my younger days and stuff like that, and I've learned from them, and I realized what I want to do, what I want it to look like now, and how I can do it better. A lot of photo shoots I recreate too, just to do it better than I did when I was younger. So yeah, like I said, I've been doing this for like 15 years, so I have a lot under my belt. I've been doing this for a long time, man. So definitely you learn, and I'm still learning, in my big age, So yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know what to do. I'll see you guys in the next video.